What's up, DG? It's Matt. I'm here with
Hey,
Shroud. Yeah,
What's
Shroud's
up?
here. Yeah, and welcome back to NFL picks. We're in week 4. I went 10-6 last week again, so now I'm 26, 21-1. And let's just get to the picks this week. Here we go.
Wow.
It was a wild week, man. A lot of close games in the 1 o'clock window, and then most boring games I've ever seen in the in the later window. So it should be a fun one. And this should be a good one to
Oh my
start.
God.
Miami Dolphins undefeated take out the Bills 19-21. And they're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, who got their first win of the season, 27-12, 15-point game. Pug match. The Bengals are unveiling their first white tiger helmets with their color rush. It's gonna look sick, and that is the reason I'm picking the Bengals. No one's gonna want to mess with them, bro.
Listen, bro. 3-0 Dolphins. They had good runs, but I still believe that the White Tigers Bengals will come out on top.
I'm also a little worried about the Dolphins quarterback Tua, who looked like they had a concussion mid-game. So, it could affect the game. Who knows? But since they're home, hungry. I mean, that crowd is hungry to see a win in Cincinnati this season. So, yeah, that another reason I think they're gonna get it. Next match: Minnesota Vikings playing the New Orleans Saints, and these matchups go crazy. And this is where the Minneapolis Miracle happened in the playoffs. These are the same teams that played each other. That's what they're known for. Vikings obviously look better. I mean, this is an upset alert just because of that Minneapolis Miracle. You know, crazy games just happen between these two teams. And frankly, the Saints always beat the Vikings in the regular season, and then the Vikings just beat them in the postseason whenever they play them.
I'm gonna be honest.
For that reason, I'm going with the Saints. Jameis Winston is just on and off every game. All right, he's 50.
I think Vikings are really good right now, but I have my money on the Vikings.
You going Vikings? All right.
Yep.
I see Jameis Winston. It's like he's like 50-50. You're going to get either the good Jameis or the bad Jameis. We've seen the bad Jameis 2 weeks in a row. That's too many weeks for me to say he's going to have another bad game. So I think Jameis Winston goes off here and wins the Vikings. Definitely 50-50. Next up, you got the Seattle Seahawks playing the Detroit Lions. The Lions just look better.
Oh my God.
They just look a lot better, in my opinion.
In general, yeah.
So, yeah, give me the Lions here. Almost beat the Vikings, in fact.
Until I see something, I potentially, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go Lions too. But Eagles could do something.
Eagles, Seahawks,
Eagles. Whatever.
Yeah. Obviously the same team. Next up, you got the New York Jets versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh my fucking God! Why
the Jets fell to the Bengals. Really good defense on the Bengals. Didn't allow a touchdown in that game. And then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. No, I'm talking. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who played the Browns. Lost big to them just because of that last minute try for the lateral, and then they got a defensive touchdown. I don't know what the fuck that was. But Steelers have yet to win without TJ. This is a dog match.
Oh my, yeah, this is a dog fucking
You
match.
saw pug matches? Well, we got dog matches now. They're not.
I was gonna ask you.
Toilet bowls are the worst game of the week, but you got dog matches, which are just dog shit games.
Wait,
I don't know.
there's a worser game than this? Oh fucking God.
There is a worser game than this.
Oh God.
But the Steelers have yet to win without TJ Watt, so I'm saying prove it. Show me you can win without TJ Watt. I'm going Jets.
I'm looking at you, Steelers fans. Anyways, Jets.
And he's still going to be out 6 weeks, so yeah, he's not playing this game or anytime soon, probably for another month.
I'm looking at you, Steelers fans, in the comments.
Yeah, there's going to be Steelers fans in the comments. All right, next up, you got another dog match. It's not even the toilet bowl. You got the Chicago Bears playing the New York Giants, who just fell to the Cowboys.
Hey, shout out to Frankie. He was gonna embarrass his teacher at his school. about the Giants winning against the fucking Cowboys, but he couldn't do it because Dallas came out on top.
Yep.
Shout out for that.
Yeah, Cooper
But
Rush
anyways,
looks really good. Cooper Rush hasn't lost a game with the Cowboys. It's pretty weird. It's weird, man. The Bears. I mean, none of these. You want to know why this is a dog match? Because none of these teams have proved me anything.
yeah, you act like whenever they were in 2-0, you act like, oh, they're going to the Super Bowl.
The Bears beat the Seahawks in the fucking swamp, and they also beat what team? The Texans by 3, by like almost a pick 6 by Davis Mills at the end. I don't know.
No.
So none of these teams have proved anything to me yet. That's why I'm gonna go with the Bears because I hate the Giants.
Sorry, Frankie, you can't embarrass your teacher about Dallas losing. But anyways,
another reason I'm gonna go with the Bears here is because the Giants just lost one of their best receivers, Sterling Shepard. He just gets injured all the time, and he's out for the season. So that might bite them in the ass here. It's up to Saquon Barkley to pretty much run all over the defense, which I think the Bears have a pretty good rush defense, so I'm going to go with the Bears here.
Then you have Giants viewers just typing in their little notebooks saying to themselves, oh, they're still going to the Super Bowl. Just watch.
I mean, we'll see, but heading into the next game, you got a divisional matchup of the worst division I've ever seen this season. You got Tennessee Titans taking out the Indianapolis Colts, who weirdly beat the Chiefs. I told you it was going to be a close game. I didn't know the Colts were going to win. I told you, though. I told you that it was the fucking Colts' time to shine.
Yeah.
I said this last week. But the Titans beat the Raiders, who are now 0-3. Derrick Henry does not look good. Is he going to have a game? Are you predicting he's going to have a game here?
Probably. Maybe.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
It's a very close game, though.
For some reason, I just don't like the Texans. I don't like how they play.
The Titans?
No, Texans.
These are the Titans.
The Titans, whatever. I'm getting them wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they used to be in Texas, Houston Oilers.
Yeah. All right, Colts. All right, Colts.
All right,
I just don't like the Titans. Just don't like Titans.
Next up,
oh my fucking God.
You see the scores.
Oh my fucking God.
You see the records. This is your toilet bowl of the week.
Toilet bowl.
That's right. The toilet bowl is here against the Chargers and the Texans. Really weird to see the Chargers at 1-2, but they're going down a dark road, man. They're most of their players are injured. Justin Herbert doesn't look good. They just got blown out by the Jaguars at home. I don't know. I don't know what to say. If they lose here, their season's looking bad.
I remember one of the community rankings, and they put Chargers at like the number
two or three. Yeah, I'm laughing my ass off, but I'm still picking the Chargers here. But I'm not confident. When I pick the Chargers, they lose. When I don't pick them, they win. So I don't really even give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna pick the Chargers.
It's like I'm voting for the Chiefs, dude. They're just so shaky.
It's literally it's literally the the team that's supposed to be the best team versus the worst team. So I don't know. Chargers, fucking figure it out, or I'm not picking you ever again if you lose this game. You hear me? You lost to the Texans last season. Don't fucking do it again.
I'm looking at you, Chargers fans.
Oh, who do you go?
I'm going Chargers as well.
Okay.
Even though they're shaky.
Yeah. Oh my God. Next up, you got the Cleveland Browns versus the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, there was something to note, by the way, about that Vikings and Saints game.
Yeah, what up?
It is not going to be played at home. They're playing in London this week.
Oh my God.
It's going to be pretty pog. But back to the Browns and Falcons.
Yeah.
Start with the Browns, I guess. The Browns
we already talked about this off.
Yep, their main defensive player got sent to the hospital. He was in a car accident. He's no like life-ending injuries or anything like that. So Life-threatening is the word. So that's good. But rest in peace. Why am I saying rest in peace? Prayers up, God.
Very soft.
Prayers up to Myles Garrett and on to the Falcons. They got a win against the Seahawks. They got the first one against the Seahawks last season, but they've been keeping up with all these teams. Surprisingly, I'm really surprised. I think without Myles Garrett, it's going to be very close.
I got the Falcons taking
and
this.
I think I'm going to pick the Falcons as well.
I'll take the Falcons winning this.
Definitely an upset watch because you know the Browns could definitely win this, but I think that big defensive injury, Myles Garrett, might hurt him here. And the Falcons might sneak one here, just like the Jets did. We'll see. But
it might go to LT though.
It could. This could go. It could be a close, very close game. I don't know. Could also see the Browns shutting them out, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons here because I like picking upsets. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, you got the Washington Commanders. Arguably the worst team in the league right now if you don't think about record. And then you got the Dallas Cowboys who just got a win over the Giants.
Arguably the worst team without record, but, you know, again.
Yeah, I mean, arguably the worst division, but AFC South definitely takes the cake this season, in my opinion. But
as much as I hate to say it, Dallas showed more, so...
I'm picking the Cowboys here. I'm just gonna go right to it. The Commanders just don't look good. They are not putting up any points in the last 2 weeks.
They've showed way more.
There's a good like they could probably win this game, right? Just by the the fact that they have a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is undefeated though, and I mean what?
Who did they win against?
Who the Commanders beat? The Jaguars week 1.
Oh.
But the Jaguars almost came back, so. But I mean, the Commanders just haven't scored any points. They could win this game. I'm not gonna pick the upset alert. They could win this game, but there's no way in fucking hell I'm picking the Commanders. There's no way.
Yeah.
Based off what I've seen, their team is ass. The team does not play in the first half.
Regular show. So
next up, Pog match. Jaguars, they basically shut out the Chargers in their own fucking home field.
Oh my god.
And they shut out the Colts in their home field.
The Chargers are expected to win every single...
The Jaguars are insane right now. Almost came back against... They could be 3-0. And then you got the Eagles who are 3-0. What happened week 1? They beat the Lions 38-35, really close game.
Oh, my God.
They pretty much shut out the Vikings in prime time.
God.
And they completely obliterated the Commanders. This is a good game. This is a damn good game. Who are you picking?
It's tough. The Jaguars expected to beat the best team, but then again, Eagles had a really good run. But, I come on money on the Eagles.
You're going to pick the Eagles? I'm also going to pick the Eagles. Dude, it's a good game, though. That's why it's Pog match. Anyone can win this.
Yeah.
Next up, you got the Buffalo Bills, who fell short to the Miami Dolphins, going into Baltimore to play the Ravens, who had a pretty close game with the Patriots up until the last 4 minutes.
All right, listen. I'm gonna be straight with you. I like how the Ravens play, but Bills aren't going twice.
Yeah, but Bills aren't losing twice. That's my thoughts exactly. Lamar Jackson's having an. I mean, both these quarterbacks are having an MVP caliber season, but everyone wants the Bills to win the Super Bowl. They're picking them to win the Super Bowl. With that, I'm not picking the Bills to lose 2 in a row here.
Mm-hmm.
Could very well happen though. We'll see. Next up, you got the Arizona Cardinals, who can't play in the first half, versus the Carolina Panthers, who just started playing in the 3rd week.
They picked their shit back up.
Yep, they won against the Saints. 1 possession game, but it really wasn't close. Cardinals almost tried to come back in the second half, but too big of a deficit against the Rams. Definitely an upset because the Panthers always give the Cardinals a hard time, and they've beaten them a lot of times. But guess what? Cam Newton was on that team. Cam Newton is not starting As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here.
Wait, who'd
Keep
the
it real.
Cardinals win against?
Cardinals beat the Raiders.
Raiders?
They came back in the second half, like 7-23,
No.
and they came back and won.
I believe in the Panthers. I'm
You
going
believe in the Panthers? All right. He's going with the Panthers. Next
Oh
up,
my fucking god. Well, leave my room.
dog match, baby! Another dog match. After watching that Sunday night game, the Broncos might have the worst offense I've ever fucking seen.
Yo,
in my life.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Freaking, you have the worst home team I've ever seen in my life, bro. Imagine your home team going 0-3, and you be a Giants fan. Oh my fucking god.
Listen, he is not. He hasn't been. He's not a Raiders fan. He's never been a Raiders fan. But he lives around there. He cheers for the Giants. I don't know why the fuck he cheers for the Giants. He's just a Giants fan. But he's staying loyal. He doesn't like the Raiders, and I mean rightfully so. They're 0-3. But you know what? I'm picking the Raiders to win. I can't pick the Broncos. They can't score more than 16 points a game. And the Raiders can definitely do that. So it's so hard.
The Raiders can do stuff, but they can't finish. It's like
the Raiders. You know what the Raiders do? They play down to their fucking opponent. That's what they do.
Yeah, they do these fancy moves. They know how to swave. They know how to score, but they can't finish it. They can't put the finishing touch.
They were like the Bengals the first 2 weeks, where they always kept it a close game, no matter what the score was. But they can't finish because it was too big of a deficit to start. So, with that being said, I'm picking the Raiders just because I can't trust the Broncos.
I have a feeling they can put away on it.
The Broncos scored 16 against the fucking Texans. I can't not pick that team. I don't care if the Raiders are 0-16. I'm not picking the Broncos. I'm picking the Raiders.
Wait. How did they even win the 2 rounds? The 2 games they had.
They played the 49ers. I guess
Oh
they didn't have a good offense that game, and they beat the Texans, obviously.
Oh.
So, dude, make your pick. Who are you picking?
You know what? I have a feeling Raiders can put a lid on this Broncos game that they're about to play.
I think the Raiders will win too. They're 0-3. Like, people think the season's over. They're gonna start. I think they're gonna start.
They can finally put a lid on their jar. So I'm gonna go Raiders as well.
All right, W. Next up, you got the Patriots playing the Green Bay Packers. To put this shortly, the Patriots lost Mac Jones in that Ravens game. In the fourth quarter, Mac Jones went out. Packers, they don't have receivers, but they beat Tom Brady, and that defense is pretty decent. So I'm going to go with the Packers. I'm not confident, but the Patriots have a backup quarterback, so I can't really pick. It's not a safe pick to pick the Patriots here. What do you think?
Wait, who's the backup quarterback?
Brian Hoyer.
Is he good?
He's serviceable. What do you think?
You know what? Patriots, if their backup quarterback can pick up their game, still Packers doing good right now. I'll go to the other side. I'll believe in the Patriots.
All right, he's picking the Patriots now for a crazy pog match. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, who lost last week against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who lost last week. That means one of these teams is losing 2 weeks in a row.
Listen. I
don't know if that's ever been a situation before.
My fellow Brady Cure fans, listen. I don't know how Brady still hasn't retired yet. I don't know why. I don't know if he ever will. But listen here. If Brady does never lose twice, I'm saying that right now.
I'm thinking that too. It's fun.
Brady can't lose twice.
As much as I hate to say it, I think the referees are gonna make Tom Brady win this game. I think the refs. Brady has the refs on his side. Patrick Mahomes is still young. They're gonna make Brady win this game, no matter how bad that offense is. No matter how many receivers he doesn't have, their defense is pretty solid too. It will definitely keep him in this game enough for the referees to give Tom Brady the game. So I'm picking the Buccaneers here.
Yep.
Tough. It's tough to pick. Crazy Crazy to not pick the Chiefs, though. I don't know. Well, a lot of people are definitely going to have other second thoughts about this game.
The Chiefs did beat the team that was supposed to be the best. Not the team that was supposed to be the best. And
the Chiefs couldn't beat the team that's supposed to be the worst. Like the Colts were one of the worst teams going into Week 3, and they lost to them. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers though, and so are you.
I know, but it was a slice. Mahomes are. Anyways.
Monday night, Rams versus 49ers. Why the fuck do the 49ers keep getting primetime games? Doesn't matter. I'm picking the Rams. Upset watch though, because the 49ers usually do good against the Rams. It's a divisional game. Yep. I'm picking the Rams though, after what I saw Sunday night with the 49ers. Yeah,
I'm also going with Google Chrome logo.
W. Wait, which one's the Google Chrome? Is it both of them kind of look like an internet browser for sure.
The 49ers logo looks like Red Lobster. Not gonna lie.
Red Lobster?
Red Lobster. Yeah, you know Red Lobster.
It looks like root beer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought the 49ers logo just looked like root beer. Anyways, yeah, I'm picking the Rams here. And that is the last game of the week. You're picking the Rams too?
Yep.
All right. Folks, those are going to be our picks. Let us know your picks in the comments below.
Yep.
Thanks for watching the video. We will see you next week.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Hell yeah.